The reason why I care about this is because I care about our society. I care about the way the world, our country. We have a great country. I watching people just come through the border, without any kind of, we're not vetting any of these people. We don't know who they are, and this administration just doesn't seem to care.
You can, if you're from the outside looking in the United States of America, to me, I feel like you'd be able to see that this country is at this moment being run by two things: women and lefties
and communists. What we do in this country is that we always overcorrect.
Yeah, we overdo it.
We overcorrect with abortion. We overcorrect with women's lib. We overcorrect with black people. We overcorrect with gay people. We overdo it, and then we make everything unfair in the process.
It's so disingenuous.
And then bonus for whites, you guys are all racist now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just like no matter what you do, and what you say, even when you say it's unfair and you're one of those white liberals, they still hate you.
White people out there, no matter what you do, you're going to be some way, somehow, they're going to figure out how to make you racist.
You can't correct racism with racism.
I was, when I was thinking about was that thing? Someone sent us the video of Coulter.
Watch it while you can. This is being scrubbed from the internet.
The Super Bowl shooting.
We have some idea.
What?
If it were a white man shooting, we'd know.
Well, we don't know, but they haven't.
That's how we know it's not a white man. I can tell you that much.
You think they're repressing that reporting?
They wouldn't tell us about the transgender woman that shot up the Christian school for what, like a year? San Bernardino out here. Remember the crazy terrorist Muslims? That's when I first noticed, they're not telling us who it is. It's not a white male. The longer they go without telling you, it's not a white male.
Okay.
When she made the statement, she did not, nor did anyone yet know the race of the people.
It's color folks.
Yeah. But she's right when she says this. Like, it's correct. What we do know is that it's not a straight white male. Whatever
if it was,
we would know.
We would never stop. You know how long they played Kyle Rittenhouse?
My God.
That kid. But there's the other part of it. Is that the person that the shootings were done by people who were in their teenagers. So the police said that they didn't tell who the shooters were because they were underage. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse was underage, and you guys
blasted him,
that little 17-year-old boy through the mud. I'm surprised the little boy can walk around right now.
Well,
he wasn't even wrong.
He probably can walk around because they know he open carries.
But it wasn't because he was underage. Yeah. Because you wouldn't have did that to Kyle Rittenhouse if you thought that was a thing.
They were trying to hide what it was for as long. They always do this though. They try to hide when it's a black person. Right? They'll try to hide, or a gay person, or transgender, or whatever. They'll hide the crime as long as they can until they can. And this is what's happened. Let it go on. Even though she mentioned the San Bernardino thing that happened with those people that were on the terrorist watch list. Yeah. Like, again, we didn't know. They went on for a long time before they told us about that. Who that was? Because Bill Maher, he's but we don't know. He's like, we don't know yet. I'm
yes, you do.
I'm like, she said we know. She's like, we know.
We know he's not white. And the truth, that's just the truth.
But if it was
a white man goes postal, they will have that man's face plastered all over the media. If a white guy kills a black man, they'll have that out. But if it is a black person, an Indian person, anybody of color, anybody who's not straight, they aren't going to show it until they have no choice but to show it.
Right. And there's all these protected classes. There's people that just can't be touched in that way, like media wise. You can't touch them, because if you do, you're going to be labeled. The labels come, right? As soon as you start mentioning that it's a black person, Hispanic person, or a transgender, it doesn't matter. You are going to be now labeled a racist, a transphobic. That's going to be the new label for you. You kids can't.
Somebody shoots up a school, and we know they're not white because they don't want to show the manifesto.
Yeah.
They hide it. And they can't show it yet. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
It's just the truth, and everyone knows it is deep down. Deep down. If you get out of your own way and your own ego, you know that is a fact.
Right.
The reason why I care about this is because I care about our society. I care about the way the world, our country, we have a great country. I watching people just come through the border, without any kind of, we're not vetting any of these people. We don't know who they are, and this administration just doesn't seem to care at all. They're invading people's schools and just and it's just like when we don't care, if we don't have borders, if we don't have boundaries, we don't have a country.
You can, if you're from the outside looking in the United States of America, to me, I feel like you'd be able to see that this country is at this moment being run by two things: women and lefties
and communists.
Because you can, but you can see it because we're in a heightened emotional state. We're in a situation where a lot of places are lawless now. I've been saying this for a while, is that we're in a country right now where it's really getting close to, or if not there, in some spots it is there, but where it's a limitless, anything goes type of society.
California.
Yeah. And it doesn't, it's like there's nothing you can really not do. Defund the police. Dumb. How stupid. Like, why would you say something stupid like that? Now, the defund the police, and now smash and grabs. Come on. You can see what's happening here, right? It's just like a push of communism. It is.
And then, when people say to me or you, or we need to stop talking about God, this is why I don't stop talking about God.
Right, and I won't.
It's because we have lost our mind, and it's because we don't talk about God anymore.
Right. That's the problem.
Like, it's because,
it's been taken out of schools. Right. It's almost been taken out of church.
Right.
We go to church. Some of these churches are just talking about politics. They shouldn't be talking about
God first, and then all of a sudden we start talking about these things that have nothing to do with the Lord.
Right.
It's
really bizarre.
It's just bizarre. And when I look at the state of our country, like right now, it looks godless.
Yes.
There's no morals. There's no merit. There's no nothing. It just insert person here. You know what I mean? Our president looks like he was just inserted.
Right.
You know what I mean? Our vice president looks like she was inserted. It's just like the way that people look on TV. It just looks like they just don't even belong there. They're just there to be there. And then all the shows suck.
Yeah.
All of our entertainment sucks now because there is no real talent. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people I'm not going to diss music today. Badly. I think it sucks. But what I'm saying is that what happened to all the real artists? I feel like people are just getting awards for what?
Yeah.
Because music really sucks.
Yeah, because a lot of people, a lot of the talent now is manufactured in a studio. It's not like a person with pure talent and then they just make an album. But no, that those days are kind of over, right? And now it's just we'll create and manufacture a star, and we'll hand that star to you.
I just, even with movies, not just music, movies, our entertainment just really sucks. It just is. Like there's a movie, God, I can't figure out what the movie is. There is an actual movie called have you seen the movie, something about magical Negroes? Oh, the American Society of Magical Negroes.
Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
What's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
Shark.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us. That's why we fight white discomfort every day. Because the happier they are, the safer we are.
We can say whatever. We can go up to white people and call them racist to their face. We can spit on them. We can do all that, and nothing ever really happens to us. But the racism thing, this is my thing, is that when people live on victimhood, it's not because they like it, but it's working. So anytime someone doesn't want to give up something that doesn't further you,
right,
or doesn't enlighten you or brighten you up or make you go further,
right,
then it is serving you in some way. So the fact that most black people know darn good well they are not being pulled over by the police like that.
Yeah, they know
darn good well that they're not getting racist comments or anything like that. They know that on a daily basis. They know that's not true. But there is a power in the victim part that most black people just don't want to give up.
Right.
Because if they give that up, then we have to work on our merit. We have to work on our families. We have to work on all the things that we've dropped the ball on.
You have to level up now,
right? All those demographics that we dropped the ball on. The grades for the kids are bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The incarceration rate is like high.
Yeah.
You know, the abortion rate's high. The single motherhood's right. See, if we give up a victimhood, then we have to work on those things, and we don't want to.
You want to, because it's hard to look at yourself. If the data's in
Right.
if the data is not in their favor, they're not going to want to address it, because but then they'll come back with a big, oh, well, the data's wrong. Of course it's wrong. Of course
It's wrong.
Of course it's wrong, because it's not doubling down on what you're trying to double down on. Of course it's wrong.
It's a lot easier to
no.
complain than it is to excel.
So that's why people remain.
This is why the left does so well.
Yeah.
The left wing, it does so well is because it doesn't require you to do anything but complain.
They feed off of that.
That's it.
Yeah, they feed off of that victimhood energy, and we don't. And so if we get bad comments like that or people talking like that, it doesn't faze us, only because we know the truth and we know that they need to know the truth.
Yeah, and I know that, and honestly, I know that's the devil coming for us.
Yeah.
The devil is, because that's how it works.
Yeah. Just the way it is,
When
guys.
you start telling the truth, nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah. So a lot of black people that are on board with know what Marxist means, know what communism is, understand socialism, and I love it. They love it. They love big government. They love all that stuff, right? There's some that actually like that. And then there's ones that don't know much about that. They just go along to get along.
There are a lot of people who really don't know that that's Marxism.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand Karl Marx. They don't understand what Mao did and all of those leaders where tens of millions of people got murdered.
Yeah,
And
that
they don't
whole
understand
thing.
what it means to have years and years of, besides the Great Depression, famine. People who say things and then they're lined up and shot. Because they're saying what we're saying. We're saying something that's against the state. You know what I mean? We don't have that. And so a lot of people today have no idea what that is and what that means. They're just saying stuff. So a lot of people don't really understand Marxism, and they're doing it, but they don't know that they're doing it.
Or communism.
They don't get it. You know what I mean? And so they just think they're being liberal.
And so, when we were in New York, I knew a lot of people from Cuba in New York, and they know they are not. I think most Cubans are Republicans because they do not want that. People Soviet Union, they're like, no, I know where this is going. A lot of people in America don't understand, lefties at least, don't understand how bad this can actually get, which is why the Naomi Parks. Why we do videos talking about her and other people like that, because there are Yuri, the KGB agent and everything. So we do that only because we're trying to show you this is how it can get. It can get bad. Like people just say, oh, big government, free stuff, free. Okay.
We know that there were black people we know there were black people that owned slaves in America.
Yeah.
But why do we ever see Hollywood make a movie about that?
They won't.
That would be an interesting story.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Not one movie. Not all the slave movies we have. Not one movie we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where they made
about Anthony Johnson,
you're right. Like they ever told that story. They
don't
want to tell it.
You guys look up Anthony Johnson. He was a slave owner, and he went to court to try to get slavery for life, and then got it.
He took a man to court, and he ended up being his slave for life in this country.
Why don't we do a movie about that?
How come we don't ever want to talk about Anthony Johnson? Pretty interesting story. But it's an inconvenient truth.
It's a glossing over. We gloss over. We omit things. We don't tell the truth of history.
That black people benefited 100 years after slavery than they do now. That's an inconvenient truth.
Right.
There are just so many inconvenient truths we just kind of skip and gloss all over because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't feel good.
Well, we stuck with a story for so long.
Right.
See, the other thing, though, is that story we had for so long has just now it's become a part of black people. It's just a part of the black story. And so when you start to dissect that story and start to find out new things, all of a sudden black people start to feel attacks. Like, that's not true. That didn't happen.
No, it's just a pathetic. It's just this way of making us not know our own history and letting us be arrogant and indicting white people.
Yeah.
White people were not the first people to own slaves. White people were once slaves.
Yeah.
Asian people have been slaves. You know what I mean? It's just slavery. Again, slavery was a system that has been going on for thousands of years, and I guess in Africa they still practice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and the idea that white people are just the only people that have to, make amends for slavery, but no other race of people. Can you imagine what did Thomas Sowell say? If we were to give people reparations, keep giving everybody reparations, we'd be giving money back and forth. I think that there are subjects that are just used to get people fired up and angry, And then, really nobody does any research.
No.
They know that though. They know that most black people are not going to go and research anything.
Well, I didn't when I was on the left. When I was more liberal, I didn't do research. I just went with whatever anyone else was doing, and which is what most people do that don't understand these subjects.
It's like Louis Farrakhan working with Scientology.
Yeah.
How come they want to talk about that? It took Leah Remedy to have to talk about that.
I'm trying to find that
called
video.
Strange Bedfellow. That's an episode on one of her.
I was gonna
on her Scientology show.
I want to do a video on that. I have to find the video though. I'm trying to find a clip of it. That's no, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to find that clip. But who knew? I want to talk about that. That's very bizarre to me. That is a bizarre thing.
Danielle showed me that, and I thought to myself, this is the most interesting. She had former, Nation of Islam people that got kicked out because they questioned it.
He talks about Scientology on the pulpit.
So the white man is the devil, according to Louis Farrakhan, and that they're they're everything that's bad.
But he's going
to go follow Ilhan Hubbard.
Yeah.
LRH. The man who starts Scientology, a white man who starts Scientology.
Like, come on. There's so many things that we need to expose, I think is what it is. And I think it's just for the better of everyone, really, honestly, but black people. It's just better. But we don't want to know. We don't want to know these things. And then if you dare to think differently, if you just dare to think differently, you're going to get met with a lot of pushback. And that's honestly, it's kind of like, I'm okay with that. Because I feel like at least we are telling the truth. At least black people who have now decided to really look at things are telling the truth now. And they're sharing it.
Because you got to tell the truth. Even if the truth hurts. You got to tell the truth. But if you keep trying to hide it, and that's how you know that it's all farce, it's not real, because if it was real, we would hear everything and not just something.
Yeah, it's true. All right, guys, let's know what you think. This is a mishmash of topics that we did today.
Yeah.
We were just talking today, you guys. But let us know what you think about all this. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And that's it. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye.